Azure Gleam. The Absent Emperor. The combined might of the Kingdom, Alliance, and Church crush Adrestia's forces in the Valley of Torment, forcing the Emperor and Regent Aegir to flee southward to Garreg Mach. The might of Fargus relentlessly pursues them in hopes of finally putting an end to the war. However, Count Bergliez stands firm in the way, a stalwart defender of his Emperor.
Ah, Leopold, you've come.
Why did you bring Her Majesty out here? You said yourself she's not in good shape.
It's what the situation demanded. We needed the Emperor's might to drive the Allied army away.
Did we now?
Besides, the decision was not mine to make. But now is not the time for this idle chatter. I must be going. It is essential I escort the Emperor to Garreg Mach. You shall stay behind to impede the enemy's advance. We cannot let any harm come to Her Majesty.
Somehow I doubt it's her safety you're worried about. But fine. I've got my orders. You can go.
My deepest thanks. This way, Your Majesty.
Adresti is not gonna last much longer if that's how our Emperor's looking.
If that's what you think, then flee. You're just a general. No noble rank to defend, nor a claim to one otherwise. Another life is out there for you, should you want it.
You're telling me to abandon the Empire? That's not like you. Though I think Linhardt might be in the Kingdom. That's definitely one way to go. But it's not really my style.
You're far too young to be throwing your life away. I wouldn't begrudge you such a decision.
Oh, come on! I'll land the decisive blow that'll turn this whole thing around.
Imagine a grand ship sailing on a vast sea, Caspar. One day it crosses the path of a vicious storm and begins to sink. Some panic and jump overboard. Others resign themselves to their fates and let the tempest do what it will. Yet more rob their fellow sailors for meaningless plunder, while another group clings to the helm, searching desperately to reverse their fortunes. And us? We stand proud at the bow, serenading our crew as the waves lap at their feet. Our voices are like thunder piercing through the chaos, stirring the hearts of all those who stand face to face with death.
I get it. I'm gonna scream my lungs out until I can't draw another breath. Things might be bleak now, but they're gonna learn just what the Empire is all about.
Come, my son. It's time we show them the might of House Bergliez once and for all.
The Imperial army has fled south with the Emperor in tow. They appear to be headed for Garreg Mach. And just as planned, the Archbishop and her squadron are en route there as well. But we have also received word of suspicious behavior from the fugitive Duke Aegir.
Meaning what?
Rather than retreat to the monastery, he remains roaming in the vicinity of this very battlefield. Maybe he's looking for something? Or perhaps it is a trap or a diversion of some kind. We still do not know what our enemy is planning.
But we do know that Count Bergliez has stationed units at various key points in the hopes of slowing us down.
Well, now what? Duke Aegir might not be rushing to reach Garreg Mach. But we should be. We don't want to lose our advantage.
Of course not. But if we charge in too hastily, we'll be swarmed by Bergliez and his soldiers.
Maybe we could try and find a weak spot in their defenses and break through there.
That would all be fine and well on regular terrain. We don't really have the luxury of choosing our route here in the valley.
What about the shortcut Lady Rhea used? We would have to break into smaller units to get our whole army through, but it might just work.
It is too dangerous. Splitting up would just make us easier targets for whatever traps the enemies laid.
I fear I must agree. Such a plan could play straight into the Empire's hands. Attempting to traverse that route without the proper preparations would only result in needless loss.
Looks like you need my guidance. Hear me out. With an army as big as ours, there's no point trying to get clever with it. Our only real concern is the possibility of getting surrounded. Therefore, what I propose is...
We'll push our way through, strike everywhere all at once. Whatever traps Duke Aegir's got for us, we'll blow straight through them. This isn't a thinking person's fight, not now. We've got the stronger army, so let's start acting like it.
I didn't realize we had 2 boars on our side. Though I can't say I disagree.
We have the numbers. It is a good plan.
I hold no objections. Our combined might would overwhelm even the greatest ambush. Now, the Empire will learn what the legions of Vargas are capable of.
What about this?
What do you think of this?
What about this?
I've had a thought. What do you think of this?
What about this?
I was thinking...
What about this? Leave it to me then.
Now then.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Well, how'd it go?
Any result's a good result.
Hunger is the true enemy.
This is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
Oh, yes. This is definitely one of the foods I love.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
This reminds me of my youth. The days I spent with Glenn and my father.
This is my favorite.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
You like this stuff too? I knew we got along for a reason.
Ah, this is one of my favorites. How did you know?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites?
This is heavenly. You can really never get enough of your favorite foods.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
Huh. You made this? Pretty good.
Wow! That hit the spot! I'm so glad we're friends!
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
We'll handle this together.
My sword is yours.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
All right, let's give it our best.
Yes, I'm ready.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Yeah, we've got this.
Sure, that'll be no sweat.
We all must do our fair share.
Time to work you into shape.
Can't wait to see how you do. I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Sure. Sure, I'll take a swing at it. Sure. Sure, I'll take a swing at it. Sure, Sure,
A new me? How momentous! A new me?
Is now being mine.
I'll put this to good use.
I'll remember this.
Not that there's any point in me getting stronger.
This will help everyone out.
I'll be able to help even more now.
This better not be one of those weird powers.
There must be more to this.
Even a mule will eventually reach its destination.
I'm getting better.
How can I best use this power?
Hey, I'm stronger!
Prowess means nothing without
How can I best use this power?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
It's hard to feel bright. I doubt this will change. It's hard to...
Definitely some... This is great.
Can't wait to try that. Yep. Can't wait to try. Can't wait to try. Can't wait to try. All is done. All is done.
Can't wait to see how you do.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I swear I will avenge you. Please, just wait a little longer. I will uncover who drove you to your deaths, no matter the cost.
Dimitri.
Glenn... Oh, Felix. It's you. I'm sorry you had to see that.
After 20 years, I've seen all of you there is to see. Everyone else is asleep. You know that, right? So why are you locked up here in the chapel? Also, what's with the mumbling?
I suppose there's little sense in hiding it from you. I suffer from a kind of waking dream. I see them. I see the people who died on that day, at all hours, light and dark. If the Empire was involved in that incident, if the Emperor stood by and gave tacit consent, and give to them the same end, gouge out their hearts and cleave their heads from their shoulders. Those are the words the dead scream at me.
When did this start?
It's been 6 years. But I began hearing their voices 4 years ago, during my first battle. I recognized the enemy general as a man I had seen in Dusker. When I removed his head, the voices cheered. They laughed. It was as if a terrible pain had finally been lifted from them.
I think I get what's happening here. Look, do you really think your father and Glenn and everyone else would be torturing you like that? You're the one who's doing this, Dimitri. Not them. You.
Even if that were true, I can never forgive myself.
Believe me, I know. But it's your job to lead. If you lose your path, you'll take everyone else down with you. So try to keep that whole removing their heads thing in check, yeah? We can just call it our little secret.
Well then, are you offering to let me unburden my heart to you when the time calls for it? You're the only reason I haven't descended into utter savagery, you know. So just as Lug had Kaifon, and my father had Rodrigue, I would ask that you continue to be my right-hand man.
Right-hand man, huh? I like the sound of that.
What are you doing?
As your new right-hand man, my first act is to haul my restless king back to bed where he belongs.
This is absurd. My feet are dragging on the floor.
It's your own fault for being so tall, you sack of muscle.
Say, do you remember how I once carried you in this way when you twisted your ankle?
Yeah, turns out lugging folks around is good training. So just cram it and let me finish my workout already.
Yes, of course. Please, carry on.
I'm tired. Time to find a good spot for a nap. Bernadetta? Why are you skulking in the weeds?
No reason! Not getting in the way of two people's love at all! No, sir!
Huh? But I'm alone here. Ah, I see. That.
Yeah, that! I was out walking when I saw them! A man and a woman together in the woods, getting, heated.
Well, neither of them seems to be dead yet.
They're on a secret date, you dummy! Not fighting!
Regardless, how does two lovers stealing a moment alone lead to you curled up here in the fetal position?
Because I'm hiding! I mean, if I messed up their date, they might try to get revenge on me!
Relax. To them, you're no different than a pebble on the side of the road.
Hey, I'm not a pebble! I mean, sure, sometimes I wish I was just a rock, but...
Then just roll away quietly and you'll be fine.
Just roll away quietly. Hey, yeah! Wait, no! They'd see me! Stop trying to get me killed!
We've made enough racket over here to raise the dead, and they haven't even noticed. I think it's safe to say they're off in their own little world. Still, good for them, sharing words of love when either one could die tomorrow.
Wait, they could die tomorrow?
They're both soldiers who serve on the front lines. I doubt a rosy future awaits them.
No! That's not true! Couples swearing their love and defying destiny are a staple of classic fiction!
Sure, but the fact it wouldn't happen in reality is what makes it such a good story, right?
Wait, but there are tons of stories where two people who have sworn their love don't ever meet again.
Likely because that's something people are familiar with from their own lives.
Okay, so which is it? I believe those two can be happy together, so they can, right?
I hope that's the case, but reality is cruel. Anyway, I've talked myself right to sleep.
Huh? Come on, don't sleep there! Guess I'd better try that turn into a pebble and roll away quietly plan. I can do this!
The sun beats down on this unworthy soul.
Leave this to me.
Let's earn our keep.
It'll be a...
Pardon my ineptitude. I shall exert what need.
I'll give it 1000%! Leave everything to me.
Shall we? I must...
Huge step forward if we can just hold our ground. Now!
I lack the ability to help you overcome this, but I'll assist.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Not a problem. I've got this.
All the same.
Onward!
We need to move fast. Attack!
Take it down in one fell swoop!
I leave this...
Don't let it go to your head.
Guard this place with your lives.
We have to protect it, no matter what.
I will defend it to my last pathetic breath.
This belongs to us now. Your defeat is nigh. Surrender! This is the end.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Shall we? I must...
Take a breather.
Destiny unfurls.
Nice one.
Hit them hard and fast!
Defensive positions.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Shall we? I must...
Run for your lives!
Yes. Not a problem. I'm here to...
Onward! Don't let it go to your head.
I will defend it to my last pathetic breath.
No escape! I can still fight!
We have to protect it, no matter what!
Your defeat is nigh! This is the end!
Shall we? I must
Take a breather.
Retreat! I got this!
Take guard this place with your lives.
Bring it down quickly!
I'm not gonna die here.
This stronghold will be ours in no time!
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to me.
Pardon my ineptitude. I shall exert what meager...
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
I typically do not show my back to the enemy. The needs must.
Not a problem. I'm here to...
My duty calls. No escape!
We're here to assist you.
We need to move fast! Attack!
This is the end! Directive fulfilled.
It's not over.
My turn? I'll take you all on!
I'm fine, really.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
I'm not gonna die.
The enemy's offensive was unexpectedly feeble.
I have not withered away just yet.
I speak the truth. I would swear my life on it. Duke Aegir has become that horrible man's puppet, dancing in the palm of his hand. And his stewardship? Naught but a farce to pacify the masses. Thales and his ilk are the ones who truly hold the reins of this empire.
You mean the mages we saw at Aryan Road? So Duke Aegir's under their control too?
Yes. And what's more, though you may find it difficult to accept, Thales and the former Lord Arundel are one and the same. I overheard as much cross his own lips.
Then it's as we feared. And what of Edelgard?
Her Majesty? I cannot explain what has befallen her. She does as Duke Aegir bids her, and nothing more. Though, of course, Thales is the one whispering those orders to him from the shadows. She follows his every word, issuing his orders in her name. Now, surely I have shared secrets enough to earn my salvation?
That will require formal deliberation. You may await your verdict from the inside of your cell.
What? No, wait, there's more! Please, I beg of you!
How much of Fenia's prattling do you believe?
Certainly not all of it, but a great deal of what she said rings true. Lord Arendel's contributions to the church must have ceased because he was no longer Lord Arendel, but Thales instead. It's almost identical to how the librarian Tomas was replaced by that dark mage. At the time the donations stopped, Lord Arendel was living in Fargus, having fled from the Empire.
So Cornelia may have been the one who arranged to have Lord Arendel replaced.
They were both deeply involved in the tragedy of Duscur. But to what end? Why would the Empire abduct the Queen Consort?
There is no way of knowing those answers now. Not until we defeat Thales and launch a full investigation into his activities. What I can say is everything would be different if not for those mages. My father, his knights, the citizens of Duscur, none would have met the fate that befell them. No doubt they had a reason for what they did. A sense of justice that rationalized their savagery, even if to no one but themselves. But we have the right to seek our own justice for those actions in the way we see fit. By the sword.
We will prevail, Your Majesty, and we will finally avenge the dead.
Once Thales is gone, we will finally be able to put all this behind us and look toward a new future.
Indeed. We will have no satisfaction while these demons still draw breath. If we ever hope to greet those we've lost with our heads held high, we must settle this here and now.
Then, we are all in agreement. Let us go.